Welcome back to Expert Crypto. We're going to show you guys exactly why there is going to be a bull trap. If you guys are unfamiliar with what a bull trap is, let's get into it, okay? So you see right here, we break some sort of major resistance. It's an uptrend, and then we have the price test the resistance zone but fails to gain upwards momentum. The price will collapse afterwards. I'm going to explain to you guys exactly why this will happen. And you have to come into this with an open mind. We're unbiased. We follow the charts. We're unemotional on this channel, unlike a lot of these other emotional YouTube channels that listen to Taylor Swift and they cry at night. Don't be one of those people, guys. Follow the charts. Be unemotional. Don't fall for these tricks. So let's get into it. All right. So yeah, bull trap might not be happening soon, but I can guarantee you it will happen at some point. Why is that, expert? Why is that, right? So let's get into exactly what we saw. First of all, why did we break out, guys? Well, we had this trend resistance for over 20 days, and look how many times we had this touch, right? We had 1, 2, 3 touches, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 8 touches on this trend resistance. That means that this has a lot of volatility if it breaks to the upside. The more touches we have, the more volatile we'll have to break to the upside. I thought Sunday was going to have low volatility. So did a lot of other people, because normally we do on Sundays. But the whales, the market makers, did not want to see that happen. They wanted to liquidate the shorts, right? What do you get for liquidating the shorts? Well, you get liquidity. You get money for liquidating shorts because the price is going to go up. People want the market to go down, and they're betting on leverage, right? If you're betting, let's say, 2x leverage, and let's just say somehow, right, there's 2x leverage on a bunch of these shorts, and the market goes up 1% and it hits their stop losses. You only need to push the market up 1% to gain 2%, right? This is why you see these whales do this, right? They see a lot of shorts are on whatever exchange, and then they'll short or they'll long the market with more money because they have more money, and they know exactly what price they have to get it to make some free percent on that liquidity. And that's kind of what we saw right here, right? We saw that push happen, right? We broke this trend resistance as of right here. What happened, guys? Volatile movements when we break trend resistance. This is a very, very volatile movement upwards. And then you want to know what, guys? We broke the 20-day trend resistance. And you want to know what we saw? We saw this large candlestick. Boom, guys. We had around a, what was this? Let's go from the bottom, all right? So we had around a 14% or 15% push today with Bitcoin, right? That's all fun, right? That's amazing. Hopefully you guys were into get into some of these levels, because I've been teaching you guys a lot about trend resistance. Yes, we were bearish. Why were we bearish, guys? Because we had some sort of downwards channel that was forming, and it got broke when we broke that resistance, by the way. And when it broke this resistance, you guys should have been bullish. As I've been teaching you guys unemotional, right? We looked bearish, but after we broke this, we looked a little bit bullish. We looked actually very bullish after this. And when we broke this trend resistance, we looked a little bit bullish. We broke this one, we looked really bullish because we've been trying to break out of this for 20 days. We haven't been able to. Boom, we did it, right? So trading trends is very, very important. But all right, so why is this bull trap happening, right? Just another example, guys. We break this major resistance zone. Huge candle breaks past resistance, and then we have this fall down. Why is this going to happen? All right. So I definitely see this happening at some point in the near future, right? Why? Well, first of all, you guys have to understand. We've talked about shorts and longs. What are shorts? What are longs? Okay. So longs are people placing leverage on the markets with multiple, I guess you could say, multiplying their money via leverage. They're risking a lot more money by putting like 5x or 10x leverage to long. Same thing goes with short, but they want the market to go down. Longs, they want the market to go up, right? And Bitcoin is a over leveraged market, meaning that let's say there's $100 billion, right? You could only have $10 billion in that market if someone has 10x leverage on all of the money, or that multiple people have 10x leverage. So it could really be valued at $100 billion, even though it's only valued at $10 billion, right? And what do we see with the market as of right now, guys? I'm going to show you this little indicator down here where it's going to explain how over leveraged we are, right? So let me get into that indicator real quick. Let me go on the 1 week and show you guys, because this really shows it, right? So these are the shorts and these are the longs down here. This is for the past year or so. But guys, look it. This is showing the amount of longs that are currently in the market. Wow, guys. Wow, wow, wow. That is quite a lot of longs, right? We can even draw some resistance levels around here where these longs might break out, or where they might mainly not break out at, right? Guys, look at how over leveraged we are in the longs on the weekly candle, right? We are probably going to see some large downside momentum as we do when we have these large candles to the upside. This means that there's a lot of leverage on these longs, and these people are going to cash out these longs at some point. And what these market makers will do is they will figure out, oh, we're over shorted in the market, right? They will bring the market up. They will liquidate those shorts, turn it to the green side, right? That's how you are able to get more liquidity for how much money you have. You're able to make more money if you have a lot of money by having more money than the markets and getting these shorts liquidated, having them hit their price where these people hit their stop loss or they get liquidated, they're out. Money goes to the upside, right? It's like relieving pressure off of wounds, if you want to say. But yeah, we see this as a all-time high, guys. We've never had this much leverage, and this is a percentage of leverage. This isn't based off liquidity. This is based off a percentage number, okay? So this isn't just something that is, oh, we were in 2017, we had less liquidity in the market. No, this is a percentage. We have never seen anything near close the amount of leverage that we have on this market right now for the long side. What does that mean? We have an artificial, I guess you can call it artificial, barrier, right? Holding up this bottom right here, right? It's holding this up, guys. We've been held up by these large longs. And we really saw that put into fruition the past couple of days. As you guys can see, we've had quite a lot of leveraged longs that these whales are doing to liquidate the shorts, like we saw today. And at some point, right, if you were a whale and you wanted to make as much money as you can, right, what I would do is I would liquidate these longs, right? You slam it down. And I'm not exactly going to say that it's going to happen now, but I see in the next couple of weeks that we're definitely going to have that monster move downwards, guys. If we have just have some sort of what would happen if we had this retracement, we're probably going to come down to at least the 30s, okay, the low 30s at least with this retracement if they do liquidate these longs. You guys have to understand that this is a huge candle. Compare it to the rest, guys. Nothing really looks like this, okay? It's got a large amount of longs in the markets. This isn't natural, right? This is not natural. During the bull run, right, this is what we were looking like, right? Yeah, there were some longs in the market, but this is nothing like what we've seen at the bottom. We're in a little bubble right now via these longs. If they get liquidated, if these people take out their longs, we're probably going to be looking at low 30s, probably even 20s Bitcoin. But I don't see that happening for a little bit. Why not? Okay. Well, I'm not going to say that. I mean, it could happen really at any point. That's why you guys set your goddamn stop losses, so you protect yourself from anything that can happen. And you guys trade the trends, and you're very meticulous about what you're doing. But we see right now, right, we broke through these trends. We're in this uptrend, but this was due to a lot of longs, a lot of leverage, a lot of whales just liquidating shorts. Yes, there was some news out there, guys. Yeah, there was news out there. But that does not change the fact that this is an over-leveraged on the long side markets. All that it's going to take to get this push down is these people sell their longs, or a bunch of whales or market makers short the market, and we have this large push to the downside, which could very easily happen, right? Could very easily happen. So before we get into that, and I will explain it more, want you guys to really learn something, right? We're gonna go over a little learning lesson right here. So we had this little channel, right? We had this downtrend, it got broke. We saw the explosive movement upwards. This was the trend resistance for around 20 days, guys. That's a strong one. Here's our trend supports. And here are some more support lines and a few resistance lines, which are color-coded red, right? So I'm going to put one up there because we've tried to bounce once. We tested it. We couldn't break out of it. Probably put it down here because we tested this twice. Normally you see something test twice and then break out. That's how it works. They'll test it, break out the second time, or break down. But let's get into exactly what we need to, right? Well, we need to be preparing for both sides of two outcomes, right? So if you guys see these trend resistances break through, you should probably be getting into a long, because you know that after 20 days of this trend resistance testing and we finally see the breakout, we're probably going to have an explosive upside. That's something that we talk about on this channel quite often. If you guys are new here, hit the like button. If you're not new here, hit the like button, subscribe. But let's get into these EMA levels. We talked about them a little bit. We actually reversed. This was the first time we've ever reversed a trend like that via leverage, unnatural movements in the markets. Whales liquidating shorts. Everyone was bearish. When everyone is bearish on the retail side of things, you have to understand these whales have more money, right? They see that these retailers are shorting the markets. And what they do is they know, oh, we can get this free retail money because every single person is bearish on YouTube. You can look at YouTube as a whole, and you can kind of get a feel. Oh, are they very bullish? Are they very bearish? Are they kind of bullish, kind of bearish? Everyone was very bullish or very bearish on YouTube, on Twitter, whatever it was. A lot of shorts were placed with these small short orders. Whales can just take their liquidity and take a dump on you and get all of that gone. That's what we kind of saw right now on a Sunday. And order books, which you can check what shorts, what leverages are being taken place, are pretty empty on Sundays. And they took complete advantage of that. But that's why we saw this volatile movement. This is completely unnatural, guys. Completely unnatural. This isn't not really real liquidity, right? This is leveraged liquidity, and it's the most leveraged liquidity that we've seen in the markets over the past couple of weeks. So just take that into consideration when that leverage on those longs do come out. We'll have a huge downside. We'll have a huge downside. But yeah. Also, these EMA levels down here. Sorry, I kind of skipped over that, right? So we have the EMA 50. Normally, we ride this EMA 50. I'm going to put it on the 15-minute. I do see a little dip occurring with Bitcoin, right? I do see us probably touching these EMA levels right here. Let's see, right? I see us touching these EMA levels down here on the 15-minute. Normally, we ride them, as you guys can see. We don't get above them for too long without dipping back down. This is just something that you guys need to take into consideration, right? We really don't separate ourselves from these EMA levels on these breakouts for too long. Normally, we have a little retracement down, so expect probably a 3% push down with Bitcoin at the least for probably tonight or tomorrow. We'll have to see what New York and all these countries, when they open up tomorrow, want to do, especially New York, guys, 9:30 a.m. EST. The New York exchanges open. New York liquidity gets dumped into the market. Basically, America's liquidity at 9:30 a.m. EST every day. A lot of volatility then. Kind of could get a trend for the markets when they open up, by the way. That's a great time to trade if you guys are doing these short-term trades. If you guys are trying to do these short-term trades and you're new to this channel, don't do them. I don't want you guys doing them. All right, 90% to 95% of you guys will fail if you're a new trader. I will be doing these tutorials very soon, but right now, trying to fend for myself and for you guys. We'll be getting through those and getting you guys those great contents. But trying to just explain things very simply, right? We had this 14% push, probably going to dip down to these EMA levels, as you guys can see. Look in the past, we don't separate we don't separate for long from them, right? We had this little dip underneath, right? So we had this dip back to them again, right? It's probably going to have another dip back to them again. Wasn't too much really volume besides this whale liquidity that got pumped into the markets. Besides that, volume was kind of low, guys. It was kind of low for exactly today. I know that liquidity looks really high, that volume looks really high, but that's just whale activity, guys. That's just whale activity. But I still see us, guys. I still see some bullish patterns right now, right? There's definitely some bullish patterns that have changed, right? We see an uptrend in the market instead of a downtrend, right? We see this uptrend. Now this is the trend support, and now this is the trend resistance. Let's say right around here, right? This is the trend resistance. It's kind of a larger one right now just because the volume as of right now is kind of low. We'll really see how this unfolds tomorrow. We could even say that's the trend resistance, trend support actually here on the bottom. Just having 1, 2, 3, 4 touches is pretty good for a trend support or any sort of trend line you're drawing. You want to have multiple touches, probably around 4 at least on these long-term time frames. But we also could see, in my opinion, these levels come into play, right? Whoa, expert, you're talking about 42K Bitcoin? Whoa, you're bearish, man. You guys don't know how much these whales will pump up this overvalued markets. Yes, the market's a little bit overvalued, guys. Hate to rain on your parade, but it really is. We're probably going to see these levels come into play at some point if we do continue this trend up. But if we don't, I kind of am on the side if I don't think we are. But you guys want to plan for all situations, right? You want to plan for bullish and you want to plan for bearish. You need a game plan because it's a little bit unpredictable what these whales are going to do, right? You guys can't just plan for one thing to happen, right? When everyone plans for one thing to happen on the retail investor side of things, these institutions look at that as free liquidity, right? That's free money to them because they know, oh, all these retail investors are doing this, let's do that, right? And yeah, it's pretty hard to predict these on Sunday, but when you see that trend resistance broken, come on, guys. You guys gotta understand that trend resistance 20 days. Of course, we're gonna have a large rise after that. I know some of you guys are new and you've never heard that, but if you have heard that on my channel, you've been here for at least a few weeks, you should know that that's a very, very key indicator of a uptrend. And yeah, so I do see somehow these levels coming into play. I do see this as some sort of top signal for this level right here. These news articles, guys, I'm telling you right now, don't look at the news articles too much. What they're trying to do is they're trying to play off your emotions. You have to look at them, I guess. Yeah, you can look at them. It's kind of stupid not to look at them, but don't take them seriously. Just read what they're saying. Just look at them. Is this bullish? Is this bearish? Write it down or something along those lines. Get a sense of, is the market bullish or bearish right now? These whales play off those articles, right? They have more money than all of these retail investors who read these articles combined, right? And what they do is they will trade based off their emotions. They'll send panic, they'll send frenzy throughout the markets via having these articles be really, really bearish and get some nice gains that way, or really, really bullish, right? And then they'll have George read them every single day on his channel and all these other YouTubers. But yeah, that's how they get to these retail investors through these bogus articles most of the time. They're not bogus, but you guys, if you've been here and you understand the fundamentals of crypto only having around $10 billion of revenue. They have $10 billion of clients revenue a year, not counting DEXs, because DEX is just the gambling exchange. Not gambling. I'm sorry, guys. If you've really put your time and effort, you guys can be the casino and these people can be the gamblers, right? I want you guys to be the casino on this channel. That's the goal. And so if you guys understand that $10 billion a year is a lot of money, right? But when these companies, when these altcoins, a lot of them are valued at 10x, 100x above what they make in revenue a year, and you see how overbought they are compared to the dump that they had in 2017, 2018. You see the downtrend, you see the bear market kind of come into play. Yeah, they're a little bit overvalued, guys. They're overvalued. We know this on this channel. No beating around the bush there. But we still use technical analysis to get the best edge on what's going to happen next, right? Because technical analysis is a real thing. I'm telling you right now, technical analysis is a real thing. If you guys do not believe in technical analysis, read the books in the description, please. I will be doing a tutorial series to show you guys exactly how this works, but I'm just going to go through slowly before I really get to that, and we'll be doing some live tutorials. I feel like that will make it better. You guys can ask me questions when I was doing those through Discord. So I do see a test of this resistance, and then we might be able to break through, but we're probably going to have another test. Normally we test stuff twice, but I do see a possible breakout to around this 41 to 42K area, but we do have this major support, or major resistance, excuse me, at this 42K area. I definitely do see whales taking advantage of this area and taking advantage of these retail investors by you saw those longs, guys. Let's go back into those longs for a second, right? When this comes down, guys, you guys are gonna see a frenzy in the markets, right? Oops, I keep on drawing with my marker there. There's those three dots I just drew. But when you guys see this over leveraged market via come down, what do you think is going to happen to the price, guys? We have never had this much leverage in the market. This is these large crashes that we've had, right? These are like 10K Bitcoin crashes that we see here. So if we add this and we go boom, right? It's probably going to be a 20K Bitcoin crash. Hopefully we get to 40K or at least above that. I would say 10 to 15K just to be on the conservative side of things. But yeah, I do see that possible breakout occurring to the upside, of course. But I'm still thinking of that retracement in the short term, as we are very, very high above these EMA levels, probably 3% decrease down. We really just need to see what New York does tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. EST, see how they set the pace off for the day. I'll be awake, I'll be watching them, and I won't be watching YouTube, and I won't be reading the news, guys. I will be watching the charts to see what actually happens. And yes, I still get updated on news, guys. It's good to be updated on news. Watch George. If you guys want to hodl, go hodl ahead. But we're going to have some great exit points for your hodl strategy. If we get to 40 to 42K, I can tell you guys that is a very dangerous game that you guys are playing. These YouTubers are telling you to hodl, right? They're telling you to hodl when we have this, green dildo that's larger than any single thing that we've seen, and when this gets broke, right, when this thing goes down, we're gonna have a red dildo and everyone's gonna get screwed. And you guys got to understand how large and over leveraged this market is. I've talked about it quite a lot, but right now we really saw this come into play, right? We see this happen all the time. These whales are gonna want that long liquidity when people are betting on the market to go up. They're going to want that liquidity because it's just so large. And it will happen at some point, hopefully around 41 to 42K, maybe even higher. I would love for it to be higher, guys. This bull trap, right? Been in a bull trap for a while. I really didn't want to approach it this way. I guess now that we've seen this pump, right? Yep, we're probably heading towards this bull trap. We saw the same bull trap in 2017, right? I know a lot of you guys weren't here, but we saw the same sort of bull trap then. So let's get into what happens if we break down to the downside, right? Well, let me do this and I'll go back into 2017. You guys got to get updated on your history. I know a lot of you guys are new to crypto, but you guys have to understand that history repeats itself. This must be a bull trap. I shorted and this shouldn't have happened. It must fall back. Infinity Creations, set your stop loss, please. Please set your stop losses and take your profits accordingly. If you guys are going to be shorting or longing, you don't need to make much percent, okay? You do not need to make much percent when you're trading. 2% is enough a day. Set your stop losses before you even enter anything, before you even enter a trade. Have a stop loss, have a take profit, and have some sort of entry order. You guys need to set your stop losses off of TA as well. I will be doing that very, very shortly. Probably tomorrow I'll do that live stream where I go over every single beginner step on those trades. But if you're going to be shorting, guys, if you're going to be doing any sort of trade, read the book and make sure to have your entry, have your buy order, right? So you need to have your buy order set. You need to be basing it off of TA. You don't want to be shorting at the bottom of the range. You want to be shorting at the top of the range on a long time scale, right? You don't want to just be looking at the 5-minute or the 3-minute or the 1-minute, drinking a bunch of Red Bulls thinking that you can predict the future. You guys want to be looking at the 30-minute, the hour, the 45-minute, all of these times. If you guys are going to be doing that and trading at the top of the range, shorting the market to the bottom of the range, and don't trade against the trends, okay? If we're in an uptrend, don't short. We're in an uptrend right now. It's not wise to short unless we break that trend resistance. So that will help you get the best success rate. But what did we see here, right? Well, I think we're at some time of we've had a pullback. You guys can't compare this to 2017. I'm just showing you an example, right? With these EMAs, right? We fall above the EMA, we get pulled back down, right? This is kind of how the market works. And we have this big retracement here, and then we pull back up, then we fall down, and this is the hopium, guys. This is, oh, we're going back to 20K, guys. Get your take profits for 40K. We had another one here. Everyone turned bullish. Everyone turned bullish even here, guys, when we were only at 10K, when this was around a 60% drop, or the 30% drop from right there. I was thinking about earlier back, but this is another bull run that we had right here. I'll go to another example of when we had this in 2017, right? Everyone thought we were going to 50K, right? This was actually a thing. Everyone was like, everyone buy the dip at 12K, buy the dip at 12K, buy the dip at 12K, right? We got the 12K. Everyone bought this dip here. And wonder what happened, guys, right? Wonder what happened, guys? We had another dip, and my computer is not working with me right now. Come on. Hey, what the fuck? All right. I've never seen this happen, guys. All right, there we go. All right, I'm just going to refresh the page for a second. You guys saw that? No, you did. All right, yeah. But you guys get my point on what I'm going to go through is, right, don't believe everything you see online. Look into the charts, right? These people that are having you guys not look into the charts and just basing everything off of their opinion. Guys, form your own opinions. Don't watch my videos. Read books, educate yourself. If you want to watch my videos, that's cool. But I really want you guys to be self-dependent and to really understand how the market moves. And I will be doing tutorial videos on how market structure works, how you guys can predict the future on that. It's not predicting the future, guys. It really isn't that hard. I'm going to try and put it into around 5 hours of content, 10 hours of content. Imagine that, guys, 5 to 10 hours, and you guys could have a lifelong or lifetime skill, or somewhat of a skill. It's a skill, guys, being able to actually have an edge when investing, right? So here's this 12K. Everyone bought this 12K up, right? They bought it here, they bought it here, and they bought it right here, guys. This went to 10K right here. But everyone wanted this 12K, right? They wanted this 12K, they wanted this 12K, they wanted this 12K. They even got a 10K right here. And wonder what happened, guys? We dumped, and we dumped. This is what happens in a bear market. And I can guarantee you that it might not be that harsh, but guys, when we have this much leverage in the market like we kind of did in 2017 and 2018, and we're kind of making a little bear or bull trap, which means that we're probably going to push down because we broke this resistance. We're over leveraged, and these whales want their liquidity. They're hungry, and they know that they have a food source, which is this long green candle. So really could see that come into fruition in the next week or two. Just be careful. We'll be looking out for it. Just giving you guys a simple warning, all right? That we're probably going to have something bad happen in the market. All right. So is Bitcoin in a downtrend? It still technically is right now. We still technically have a downtrend. But I would say it's mainly in some sort of uptrend because we broke through those trend resistances. But you can say that we're in an uptrend, but let's not get too technical there, because that's we broke through the main trend resistance, right? We saw that large push, but we see that really, guys, look at, we just broke through those trends. Volatile move upwards, right? Buying trends, buying against the trend, never a good idea. When you see this bear trend break and we're in uptrend, you guys buy long. You don't short an uptrend, right? You don't short an uptrend. You short a downtrend when we go down. All right, so let's get into some altcoins. Matic went extremely volatile today. Oh, actually, guys, I forgot. I had these tabs open. Forgive me. So this is the shorts that we see on Bitcoin right now. This is the shorts that we see on Bitcoin, right? Large candle. But guys, look at these candles that we had back here. Yeah, we're pretty large right now. But wait till you guys see the longs. Everyone's like, oh, shorts are huge right now, guys. Shorts are huge. Did you look at the longs? Has anyone looked at the longs? Guys, look how high we are in the longs. This is an all-time high, or we're testing the all-time highs for longs. Actually, we did break it right there. So we are at all-time highs for longs. And how long? In the past 3 years? And everyone's bullish? Guys, this could get eaten up so quick, right? I don't know why everyone is so bullish. Bitcoin 100K. Guys, this is the most leverage we've had on longs. These people take profits. And we're not even that high on shorts. Even right here, we weren't even that high, guys. Right? I mean, I think if I was a whale, I wouldn't want this liquidity, right? I would want this large liquidity right here, guys. This is more money. If you have more money and you're able to eat up all that liquidity, which they definitely are. We saw Bitcoin go from 40K to 29K in around a day. So don't think that this won't happen, right? You want to plan for the worst, hope for the best, right? Hopefully we go to 200K, and hopefully Ethereum goes to 200K. So BitBoy and every other person can celebrate a little bit. Highly doubt that's going to happen, right? Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see Bitcoin shorts. Yeah, they're at a high right now, but who wouldn't be somewhat contemplating shorting Bitcoin right now when we see the longs that are, right, all-time highs, guys, all-time highs on longs over the past 3 years. So take that into consideration. We saw that down below, just showing you guys that another example. All right, so we're in Matic right now. And on the daily chart, let's go into the shorter time frames. I'll show you guys how to chart some altcoins. You guys need to learn how to trade Bitcoin first, right? Trading Bitcoin is the first step to becoming a trader. And I will make sure every single one of you, no matter what skill level you are in trading, I'm going to start from the beginning and I'm going to get through the end of trading. It's going to be a free course, right? 5 hours of your time. People charge $800 for it. So I'm going to be doing it for completely free. Want to know why? Because there's nothing out there for it that's somewhat free. And you guys really deserve to really be successful in crypto if you're willing to put in the work. And it sucks that there's really not too much out there for you guys to learn from. And I know there's some great YouTubers out there. We'll be linking them down in the description. We'll be doing a poll in my Discord, guys, on the small great YouTubers and some of the large ones, if there are any. Not too many good ones, but we'll be doing a poll, getting you guys the best information you can through this channel, and we'll be doing that tomorrow, right? But yeah, let's get into Matic. So altcoins aren't really that volatile. We did kind of snipe Matic a little bit, but I would have probably pulled out of Matic once we broke this uptrend right here. This would have been my take on it, but then we saw we broke this downtrend, probably would have entered in again. But we want to see around the 1 to 2% pull over this uptrend, right? So probably around this level. And then I would have probably pulled out once we broke this downtrend, or once we started this downtrend around 144. So that's still around 20% on Matic that we would have possibly made. But this volatility, guys, it's dying. We have to see till tomorrow. What is New York? What is what is the person with the most money going to do tomorrow? That's what New York does. They have the most money. They set the tone for exactly how the market moves at 9:30 a.m. EST. And you guys have to understand that, right? This is how the stock markets work. This is how crypto works. And yes, we have Tokyo, we have Sydney, we have Hong Kong, we have a lot of other these countries, but it's mainly New York that has the most liquidity that plays with Bitcoin. Normally they short it. Normally they short Bitcoin, but we'll see how much these guys want to pump up the price with their longs, with their fancy longs and this overvalued market, right? But I would just make sure to take some profits on Matic. I know the chart's super zoomed out. I've heard you guys say that a few times. I will be showing you guys how to really chart these altcoins. But I want you guys to learn how to chart Bitcoin first, as that should be your #1 priority. You guys don't need to make hundreds of percents a day, just 2% a day, even 1% a day, right? You guys are gonna liquidate your accounts and lose on your accounts if you guys are getting greedy. I know it happens if you guys get greedy. I've been there, and I don't want you guys going down the same path, right? Don't get greedy. Just take your profits when you get them. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? 3% of your portfolio, that's the most you guys should be risking in a trade. The most. All right, so what do we see? We just see this 4%, 3%, 2%, 3%, 2%, right? This is looking like a wedge right now. This is kind of what we saw with Bitcoin, right? If we break out to the downside, probably going to see a large retracement down. If we break out to the upside, probably going to see a larger upside push. But I highly doubt that we're going to see that. Want to know why, guys? Because Matic is a little bit overbought, right? It's a little bit overbought, and we've kind of already had that pump with Bitcoin today. All these altcoins didn't really perform that well with Bitcoin. Want to know why? Altcoin season's not in session, guys. I hate to break your hearts. I know I'm doing it for the best, but altcoin season, altcoins going to the moon. It's not happening, right? It's not happening. Don't fall for these altcoins. It's not the bull run anymore. These altcoins won't pump up as much. Yeah, we'll catch some that will pump up, but I can promise you it's scarce and far in between. We're not going to be hodling, at least on the channel. I will give you guys some hodl recommendations. I know some of you guys are in there. I have we have a research team in the Discord. And if you guys want to put in the work and the time to understand what the best hodling cryptos are going to be in the bear market, make some 50x's, right? Make some 50x's, 100x's in a bear market buying these best coins. Join the research team. I don't have permission to share their coins, right? They're not shilling, guys. They're not paid to do this. They're just really trying to better their lives. If you guys want to join the research team in the Discord and put in the work, same with the TA side, I will link it into the description. Editor, please link that into the description. Get the link from the Discord and link it into the chat as well. Only hardworking people, please join. And I will still help you guys that don't have too much time to put into that on YouTube. I promise that. I will put these tutorials together and get that put together. But we see Matic, right? I don't think it's going to be too much volatility, right? We'll go through Matic. I'll go through a few other altcoins, right? We'll see which ones went up the most today, right? Let's go changing percent. What went, oh, stutter. What went up the most today, guys? Wow. Literally nothing, guys. 5%, 5%, 5%, 4%. Didn't Bitcoin go up like 10% today? What happened? These altcoins die or something, or is altcoin season over? Right? Let's go into Bitcoin dominance. Yep. All right. What do we see in Bitcoin dominance? Well, on the 5-minute chart, we can't really tell because you guys should be looking at Bitcoin dominance on the larger scale. Right? So we'll at least look at it at the 4-hour. Well, you guys can even get trend resistances from these altcoins, right? Look at this. We have this parabolic movement downwards, and we broke through this trend line right here. What did we see? Actually, we can draw this out from the wicks, probably around right there, right? We saw this push up with this Bitcoin market dominance. Bitcoin's leading the way right now, right? What does this show? People don't want to buy these coins. There's not enough liquidity. There's not enough cash in the market. All these retail investors that have been hodl, right? They don't have any more money to buy. And there's going to need to be new retail investors to buy these altcoins, right? Most of these altcoins, what do these large investors, these institutions buy? Bitcoin, they buy Ethereum, and a few of them buy Cardano with no products. But we do love Cardano on this channel. No offense, guys. But we see these retail investors, they don't have enough liquidity. They don't have enough cash to buy Bitcoin. Oh, it might be because El Salvador is coming out with this payment solution. But guys, let me let you in on something, right? These people who hodled and they bought the dip and they listened to the news, they don't have any more money to buy anything in the market. This is how basic economics works when you have a small liquidity or market cap for this certain sector. Crypto, small market cap, small amount of investors. This is why we have these cycles, because you could only reach to so many people. Yes, if crypto kept growing in 2017, 2018, we probably would have saw some more, but a lot of FUD, whatever it might have been. But we don't see enough liquidity or cash into the market to pump these altcoins up. Because how do these altcoins get pumped up? Well, we have these people, right, that go on YouTube and they say, buy this product now. I got IDO allocations. I got these coins 100x ago, right? I was one of them guys. Few times, but I did do it out of the best of my heart. I wanted you guys to get some of these coins that were really good, but here's some of these YouTubers, right? I got this coin 100x ago. Come buy this coin. And you guys got to understand that these coins don't have products. These coins don't have use case. They don't have clients, most of them. Some of them do. Forgive me if I'm coming off as an asshole, but I'm just saying most of them don't. Look into your product. Look into your altcoin if it has use case, if it has clients. I still would probably hold off on hodling it because we are in a downtrend, but make sure to buy it when it's at a very, very low price. And I will go over a lot of coins with great use case and clients and revenue. That's really how you guys are going to understand that. But these retail investors, as of right now, they can't buy these altcoins, guys. They can't buy them. They don't have enough money, right? They don't have enough money to buy these altcoins anymore. It's just how it's worked, right? They bought every single dip. Unless we see this huge pump. Want to know what's going to happen if we see this huge pump as well, guys? With Bitcoin? Yeah, retail investors, we get the point. They don't have enough money to buy these altcoins anymore. Yeah, but Bitcoin goes up, man. All right. So let's just go through this real quick, right? So one dip. Buy the dip, guys. Buy the dip, right? Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, right? These guys don't have enough money, guys. And I know some of you guys out there, you don't have enough time or money to buy every single one of these dips. And at some point, as you can see in the volume, we run out of gas, right? We run out of gas. Buy the dip, right? You guys are running out of gas. We need more liquidity to come in the market if we want to break all-time highs. Or we can leverage our way to the top and do 10x on the market, which causes a huge bubble, which is why you guys see this large volume stick of this right here. Large McGarge. And that's why we're seeing that. So 10x leverage, if you guys want to buy the dip and push the market up, you guys need to turn into 10 people. And I'm kidding, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. Just letting you guys know that. Be very careful. I'm going to help you guys be the most careful during these times. But as of right now, make sure to set your stop losses, right? Set your stop losses to avoid maximum pain. And really make sure to understand that we could be in an uptrend still. I'm not trying to be extremely bull or bearish here. We're unemotional, obviously, but we probably are going to see a little pullback to that 50 EMA. But then we might see a little bounce back upwards. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning and give you guys a better and clearer, concise updates. But yeah, going to be ending the stream there. Hope you guys enjoyed, right? Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will be doing more of these. And I want you guys to not buy the dip every single goddamn time. Please don't hodl. And I want the best for you guys. And yes, we will hodl at some point. Yes, I will maybe even participate in the hodl strategy. Maybe one day I will turn into a George and hodl and buy the dip, but not for the next 20 years or so, depending if the volatility slows down in crypto. Not trying to be an asshole there. Sorry about the George. Little hit there, but I want you guys to understand you need the best, right? So you guys need the best for exactly what you're trying to get out of crypto. The more work you put in, the more knowledge you get in crypto, the more you realize that there's opportunities to make money in crypto that are there right in front of you no matter where you are. And I'm going to be trying to show you guys the best ways to do it. And the best ways to look at something with a unbiased perspective. Being unbiased, especially in crypto where it's manipulated and really manipulated, is one of the most important things to do. All right, the whales have actually been decreasing as far as addresses with 10 plus Bitcoin. Retail traders are losing control. As the whales cut off, it's likely they're able to more coordinated attacks. Yeah, Happy Owl. Did you see that, Happy Owl? Right? Thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate the 10 schmeckles you sent. You guys don't need to donate. Seriously, don't. You guys don't hodl with that $10, man. Hodl with that $10, Happy Owl. You could have hodled, man. All right, but no, I'm kidding about poking your hodlers, right? Just there's times to hodl, and if you guys don't have a lot of time to put into crypto, right? I will teach you how to trade and how to be profitable by making one trade a day, or maybe one trade a week, or 2 trades a week, right? You guys are waiting for that perfect sniper entry, right? You don't need to do this every single goddamn day, trading. You just need to know how to read the charts, read the market structure, once a week, 2 times a week trade, and buy and hodl during a bear market in crypto. And I promise you will be successful. Even trading, you guys will be very successful trading, especially no matter what market trend we're in. All right, so this is not a whale, or this is not a retail candle right here. This is a whale candle. There was a lot of whales that they can go off exchanges. They can get off order book now. It's a thing, off the order books, off the side of the earth. They can be shorting, they could be longing, and you wouldn't even know it. There's actually ways to do that. So make sure to understand that. It's a different time in crypto where everything is, yes, you can see it somewhat through the blockchain, but yeah, retail investors are out of control with the shorting and longing, but you want to know what? We're going to come out on top on this channel, and you guys are going to learn how to trade and be risk mitigated. Always set your stop loss if you guys are trading. Make sure to read the book if you guys are new. I don't want you to trade yet, okay? I don't want you to trade unless you guys have learned, because 90% of you will lose. You guys will liquidate an account because you're impatient and you're unstrategized. And make sure to have a great night, guys. All right, guys, have a great one.